Good morning, everyone. It is indeed a very pleasant day that we are starting our new series on Know Your IGNOU programs. This series is aimed at basically the new students who would like to take admission in various IGNOU programs. But this will also be useful for IGNOU students who are already enrolled in the various programs also. To start with, we are having this session today on science programs, the various science programs which are run by IGNOU, their prospects, how it will help you in your career, what all you can do with these science programs in the area of research, and a lot more other things that will help you in your career and also will enable you to guide others as far as the importance of these science programs run by IGNOU is concerned. Today, we are indeed lucky to have with us Sri George Mathew, Dr. George Mathew, who is the professor of biochemistry at the very prestigious St.Mary's College, Sulthan Bathery. Sir is also associated with a number of other institutions. He is, in fact, in the syllabus framing committee of Sri Narayana Guru Open University. He is a subject expert for Calicut University. He is, in fact, involved with a number of academic institutions and is well known for his academic prowess as well. And today we are indeed lucky that he is with us, and he will take us through all the various science programs that IGNOU offers to its learners. Further, let me also mention the fact that Sir is the coordinator of our long-standing study center, that is St.Mary's College, Sulthan Bathery, which has a code number as 1430. So before we begin the program as such, it will be my duty to take you through the Kulgeet of the university. And this Kulgeet will, in fact, set the motion and tone for today's session.
Hello, welcome to the postgraduate program in Artificial Intelligence.
I'm sure this Kulgeet of our university has set the tone for the events of the day. And I am sure that all of you who have joined this session and who will be joining later on will all be benefited a great deal by this program. Let me remind our viewers that the last date for taking admission to various programs in IGNOU for the July 2022 session is indeed 31st July 2022. So there's not much of a time that is left for you. So please hurry up and take admission in IGNOU. Towards the end of our program, we will also show you a small video as to how to take admission in IGNOU and what are the various facets associated with this great university. As you all know, IGNOU is graded at A++ level by NAC. Its programs are universally accepted throughout the country and even abroad. And it is a national as well as international university with a great deal of liberty to the learners. There is a minimum period of study, maximum period of study, and a lot of other things go along with yours being a IGNOU student. It is also a university which conducts its examinations in July and December every year. And it is also a university which, in fact, gives you the liberty to transfer your study center throughout the length and breadth of the country and even abroad. So these are the kind of liberties that IGNOU affords to its learners. And I will not take much of your time before leaving the floor open to Sri George Mathew, who will elucidate the various aspects related to the IGNOU programs offered in the field of sciences. Sir, it is my proud privilege to welcome you to this August assembly, and I leave the floor open to you so that you can take our viewers forward about the various facets associated with IGNOU's science programs. Welcome you, sir, once again to the program.
Thank you, Rajesh sir, for the nice introduction, and also wish all of you a fine morning. And my duty today is to present mainly the science-based programs of IGNOU to you who are actually seeking admission in the distant mode in IGNOU. First of all, I'm very thankful to the organizers for giving me an opportunity to present all these in this fine morning. And let me go to my slides first. Let me share screen. Hello, am I audible, sir? Hello.
Sir, you are audible and you are on screen, sir. Kindly share your slide.
Okay. The slides are visible. Slides are visible, sir.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay, sir. You can go to full screen mode.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So let me present this based on the science programs of IGNOU. Now, as we know, IGNOU is established by an Act of Parliament in 1985 And some of the main objectives here is to democratizing the higher education by taking it into the doorsteps of the learner. It's like a doctor reaching you when you are ill. So providing access to high quality education to all those who seek it. We usually say ask, seek and knock. Irrespective of the age, region, religion and gender. So this multifunctional approach is a need of the time. And promoting and developing distant education in India. And we have online mode, open and distance learning mode. You usually call it ODL. And offering the need-based academic programs is a very important aspect nowadays, because we usually say, what is the need? Usually that students, they look for future jobs. Most happy to say that most of the science programs of IGNOU either directly touch these areas or stand as a gateway to these novel sectors of future job generation and novelty in science and technology. Like many of the programs usually had were conventional, that like reinventing the wheel. But now we are in another scenario where we look for the energy sector, 3D printing, water and environment, that we have a science, sustainability and responsibility approaches, big data, ethical hacking, cloud, fog computing, then coding, Internet of Things, gamification in learning, flipped classrooms, genetic medicines, vaccines, superbug infections, smart materials, AI, the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we have the virtual and augmented realities and novel designs. And so we are actually living in this area. Now, IGNOU has taken this challenge to enrich the youth with knowledge and skill. It's a great challenge for increasing the GER. And also there is a great challenge IGNOU has taken to develop the youth with enriched skill and knowledge and the balance. As we all know, India will become the youngest country. The people where a lot of youngsters live. The working age, they live and work by 2020 and years upcoming years. And in this context, I wish to focus your attention on the fact that less than half of the Indian graduates are employable. So we need to improve their employability, and IGNOU is into this challenge. It's a great challenge. And as our Honorable Minister of State of Education, Subhash Sarkar sir has said that regional languages may go a long way in increasing the GER. So we are actually in the process of increasing the GER and also enriching the youth with the necessary knowledge, the skill and the balance. As we all know that there is National Skill Development Corporation, National Skill Development Framework. This is actually, we are aligning with the Australian quality framework and quality framework of other countries so that our degrees are acceptable for job there. And our human resource will be very finely utilized in that aspect. And some of the prominent features IGNOU has is, I always focus your attention this fact that earn while learn, we usually say, but now it is learn while you earn. So there is a national jurisdiction for IGNOU, flexible admission rules. The programs are offered in compliance to National Education Policy 2020 guidelines. And there is an individualistic study, flexibility in terms of place, pace, and duration of study. His latest information communication technologies, and very importantly, the programs of IGNOU are cost-effective programs, nationwide student support services network, then modular approach to programs, very important aspect. The programs follow multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approaches, resource sharing, collaboration and network with other open universities and other institutions, socially and academically relevant programs based on the students' need analysis, and convergence of open and conventional education systems. Very prominent features that IGNOU has. And actually, what is the process? Let me go through the process of admission in very brief before I go to the BSc programs. And to take admission online, you have the official website www.ignou.ac.in, And all the help and the other resource materials you will get from www.ignouhelp.in. And we have admission in January and July sessions. You download the relevant prospectus, read and read. I always tell read and read, because I find many students and our candidates, they don't read the prospectus. And focus on your attractions for future, academic attractions, or your job, future job, your promotion, or your money matters. Contact the study centers and clarify your doubts. Fill in the online application form. Programs and courses selection should be done carefully. Whether it is a year-based program or semester program, you should be aware. And pay the first year online fee. And you get professional admission. Then registration form. Then you will get a registration form. After that, then you will see a control number at the right top. Then always very important, remember your username and password. Write it down somewhere. Keep a separate file for IGNOU. Otherwise, I noticed many students that they forgot their username and password and helpless later. After verification of the data, the IGNOU will confirm your admission. It can give you the enrollment number. You can log in with your username and password and see all these details. Download your ID card, very important. Then try again and again if you are not getting the ID card. Keep it safe, because this is needed at the time of examination. Then again, download the soft copies of learning materials, textbooks, YouTube videos, go through them. And so many services are there. And start learning systematically. Download the relevant assignment questions, question papers, and start making assignments. Then one very important thing, you need to go for a re-registration. And the registration of examination in June and December sessions with your convenient examination center. Carefully register your courses for examination. Pay the fee online. It's a semester-based program. First exam comes after 6 months. After that, every 6 months examinations can be attended. If it's an year-based program, first exam will be after 1 year of your registration. After that, every 6 month examinations can be attended. And there is a maximum and minimum time for the completion of the program. Then download a date sheet for the examination. You are approaching the examination. Find your examination dates and time, because I noticed many students, they fail in reaching the examination center in time. Sometimes they think that the examination is in the afternoon or in the morning, and they reach in the afternoon. So download the whole ticket. Remember to re-register for the next year. If you are late by the 6 months for registration, then your program also will stop 6 months later. Then read the prospectus before re-registration, because you need to select some specific elective subjects, skill-based elective or like that. Complete your courses, write the final examination, results and grade card will reach you. Then with this, you apply for the original degree certificate, and apply for an equivalency certificate if you need, or if you need a genuineness certificate after your enrollment, you can apply for that. Everything is provided online. The details are provided online. And be the owner of a degree acceptable in all Commonwealth countries, including India. So this is what I mean by learn while you earn. Lifelong learning. This is a time of lifelong learning. And IGNOU academic programs, there are certification programs for the improvement of skills, acquisition of professional qualification, and so continuing education and professional development at the workplace. So all for the benefit of the learner. Self-enrichment, diversification and updating of knowledge, and mainly the empowerment. So because knowledge and skills are your powers that drives you forward. And today I will focus some slides I am dedicating to science. And as you know, that among the 11 fundamental duties of the Indian citizens, you should read this: protect and improve the natural environment, including forests. I am saying this because this is connected with many of our IGNOU programs. And you see the elements of all these when you go to the IGNOU science-based programs. So to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have a compassion for living creatures. And also to develop a scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform. So you can see that in the same way as IGNOU programs align with the national education policy, it's also aligning itself with these fundamental duties of Indian citizens. Now, before I go to science programs, let me have a look on this. So these are some of the developments that you see now. Like one of the new developments in designs with a scutoid structure, cloud and fog computing, that molecule called nano car. We know the vaccines, that superbug infections, biopesticides, the James Webb telescope, virtual and augmented reality, then 3D printing, nanoscience, femtoscience, then Sophia the robot, robotic, bionic human. So flexible cell phone and displays, all these are relevant areas. Why I am showing this slide? Because you will see an element of each of these in many of the new programs of IGNOU. That proves that IGNOU is moving forward with its updates. It's for the time, not for an earlier date. It's for the future. Now, all these, we are the beneficiaries of all these science and development. And as you know, it's all because of the science and its methodology, how the science and the scientific person thinks. So, IGNOU has the challenge not only to increase the GER, not only to improve your skills and knowledge, but also to make you think in a scientific way, with a scientific temper. And science programs of IGNOU, the master's degree program, we have library and information sciences. Generally go through this, library and information science, because according to UGC, library is the prime center of learning. And there is a food and nutrition, because food security is an issue. Then Master of Science in Counseling and Family Therapy, Master of Science in Mathematics, the Queen of Science. Then Master of Science in Information Security, because we usually deal with hacking and all those issues. Then very importantly, the Master of Science in Renewable Energy and Environment. There are many bachelor degree programs. One of that which I wish to focus, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Computer Application, Bachelor of Library and Information Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Anthropology, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, and then postgraduate diploma programs. So I'm focusing only on science-based programs. Postgraduate diploma in applied statistics, postgraduate diploma in environmental and sustainable development, very important, because the main task is to sustain life on Earth. Postgraduate diploma in analytical chemistry, postgraduate diploma in disaster management, because it's not new for us, because nowadays we live in among disasters, flood and all, the global climate issues and all. Postgraduate diploma in mental health, postgraduate diploma in library automation and networking, postgraduate diploma in educational technology, because this is the time of gamification in learning. Postgraduate diploma in digital media, postgraduate diploma in environmental occupational health, postgraduate diploma in sustainability science, because these two approaches are very important. Sustainable approach and responsible approaches. Postgraduate diploma in HIV medicine, PG diploma in computer application, and diploma programs, generally science-based, are selected purposefully. Diploma in early childhood care and education, diploma in nutrition and health education, diploma in dairy technology, diploma in meat technology, diploma in watershed management, diploma in horticulture, diploma in agriculture, because these are very much needed in the present scenario of global warming, where the ice melts and the land area decreases, water is coming up. So you need agriculture, aquaculture, postgraduate certificate programs, science-based, postgraduate certificate in climate change, very relevant, postgraduate certificate in geoinformatics, very relevant, advanced certificate in power distribution and management, postgraduate certificate in industrial safety. Then certificate programs, generally science-based, I have selected, certificate in library and information science, certificate in disaster management, certificate course in environmental sciences, in food and nutrition and information technology, mobile application development, because this is a time of education, mobile education, certificate in sericulture, thinking of what you wear, the silk, the dress, and we are reaching a world of smart dresses, certificate in beekeeping, certificate in energy technology and management, and very importantly, certificate course in solid waste management, solid waste treatment techniques, certificate in solid waste management, certificate in gender, agriculture, and sustainable development. So all these areas where the IGNOU focuses its programs, IGNOU align its programs, they are very, very relevant for our future life and development. And coming to Bachelor of Sciences, BSc, it's run by the School of Sciences. The objective of BSc program, in conformity with UGC CBCS, seeking the degree of employment, then further higher education, and the promotion in career and professional development. So these are the main focus of BSc programs. And it is offered in various disciplines: botany, chemistry, geography, geology, mathematics, physics, and zoology. The eligibility is 10+2 with science subjects or its equivalent. The medium of instruction, as you know, is English and Hindi. Bachelor degree, that learner has to earn 132 credits, usually say it in credits, in minimum of 6 semesters for BSc program. With 22 credits you have to earn per semester. And as you know, 1 credit is equivalent to 30 hours of learner's study time. And for earning these 132 credits, a student has to opt for courses from the following. One is discipline-specific core course, discipline-specific electives, where you select a particular course, ability enhancement compulsory courses, AECC, and skill enhancement courses, SEC. And in the semester 1, you have AEC, then you have CC core courses, then in semester 2, you have AEC and then 3 core courses that credits are given there. This is 4 credit and others are 6 credits each. And semester 3 also, you can see the distribution. SEC is there, skill enhancement course is there, because IGNOU has the goal of improving your skill. Then only you will become employable abroad. That is why I told you regarding the matching of NSQ of National Skill Quality Framework and Australian Quality Framework, because I'm telling, I know that I attended one program in Delhi that was run by the Australian government. They were actually matching the quality frameworks. In semester 4, again you have the distribution of credits. Semester 5, you have 4, 6, 6, and 6. And semester 6, you have 4, 6, 6, and 6 credits. So that minimum time is 3 years and the maximum time is 6 years. So within that, you can clear your selected courses. So this credit load in each semester is actually, if you count, you will get 22 credits. So again, in certain cases where there is a laboratory, that means a skill, that credit is divided into 4 credits theory and 2 credits laboratory. In certain cases like mathematics, that it's total 6 credits. So 1 credits worth of tutorials. In geography, you have 2 divisions, that course which require laboratory work are there, courses which do not require laboratory work are there. In each case, the first case, you can see that again there is a 4 credit theory as well as a 2 credit for laboratory courses that actually they are focusing, the theory is focusing on knowledge, as you know, and that laboratory course is focusing on improving your skills. And courses which do not require laboratory work, each course is 6 credit and includes 1 credit worth of tutorials. So it's 5 and 1. So this is the distribution. And I always tell you, you have to read the prospectus. So select your program and go to that particular page, and you will see a table like this. I'm just giving this as a representative table. So you can see this table where the credits are clearly given. So for every course, how many credits are there and the total credits you have to earn. Just for an example, for the chemistry, I am given here because my subject is chemistry. And you can see this table. So go to that particular page. There is a very clear representation. It's very self-explanatory. The IGNOU prospectus as well as the course materials are very much self-explanatory. Very simple. Very excellent learning materials. And then there is a very effective multidisciplinary approach for these BSc programs of IGNOU. There are environmental studies, then gender and development, vocational education, social work, food and nutrition, and all these. There's highly multidisciplinary approach is there. It's a combination of multiple disciplines. The courses, they come from various categories. Ability enhancement, there is an option for ability enhancement. Core courses, discipline specific electives are there. Skill enhancements are there. It's a highly multidisciplinary approach you can see in all these. Because this is a time of multitasking time. See, I ask you a question. If you buy a mobile, will you buy a mobile using which you can call a person and also receiving call? Only this? If you buy, will you buy such a mobile? You will buy a mobile which can be multifunctional. You need to listen to music, you need to talk, you need to operate many other apps. So it's multidisciplinary, multitasking, and therefore you buy it. The similar way that you have to be multifunctional, and for that the courses, that programs that equip you for that should be multidisciplinary in its approach. So IGNOU programs are multidisciplinary in approach, because this is specifically taken because IGNOU wants to equip you to a future world. So what are the future prospects in general? I'm not focusing on a particular program because there are so many programs, but I tell you the future that will employ people in certain areas. And you can, if you go through the programs of IGNOU, you can see an element of these, element of the following in all its courses, especially the new gen courses that is introduced this year from July 2022 admissions. There will be job generation in software developers, because you need to do a lot of automations, maintenance of platforms, codes for business and services, and we are all stakeholders for all these, and we have the responsibility to contribute into this sector, and therefore learn. Specialists in user and customer experience, there will be job generation in this area. You can see the exactly, even though it's not exactly matching with the IGNOU program, the name of the IGNOU program, but you will see the elements equipping you for all these. That you need to become a happy customer, and therefore your customer also should be happy. There's e-commerce, the creators, online content creators, they are actually called digital influencers. Then advisors to creators, because that such creators, they need to draw their career path for future. That is how the new creators are emerged. So there will be advisors to creators. There will be online teachers. I usually say the virtual and augmented realities come into picture. And probably you know this Ananova, who is a newsreader. People didn't know that she was just an image. People thought that she was a real human being. So the time where new teachers, even in IGNOU, that some image will teach you. That's how the online teaching progresses, the cyber world. Then coaching, finance, romance, emotional intelligence, weight loss, spirituality. For giving coaching for all these, there will be job generation in this sector. There will be job generation, personal trainer, that energy, activity, then how to get immunity against seasonally affective disorders like SAD. In rainy season, we usually face this, like we feel very lethargic. That's called the seasonally affective disorders. How you can overcome such issues. Digital marketing professional, big data analysis, where you need to deal with a big amount of data. That's data science to influence the business. Then community manager. There is a staff needed, a job needed to collect opinion and analyze it, build the culture or building the fans for a company. Then environmental engineer, very important. It's an essential profession. New environmental management systems should be put into place. Development and sustenance for the development and sustenance of life on Earth. And hospital engineer, you need to have new machines, new medicines, new treatments, and new surgeries, because you will deal with so many new viruses and bacteria which are emerging into the world, into the water world, because of the melting of the ice in the polar region. Information technology that ensure hacker-proof data. Then waste manager, waste management, and nature scavenger, new projects and solutions to deal with discarded materials. So it's very much needed for the future. 3D architect and engineer to give realistic experience to customers before the building process of a building. Then wearable developer, multifunctional wearable diseases like your watch or a mobile checks your health without your knowledge. Then image consultant, a street smart, looks good, fashion of the time. So you need people for that in the future. And most of our children, our students will do jobs which we are not aware. This is the situation. And IGNOU has the challenge of equipping you for that. That is what is going on. Innovation manager, the rethinking strategies, so how to go in an innovative way. Geneticist, that's scientifically predicting the future possibilities of disease for a person, and then prevent it earlier. So that job generation will be there. You can see most of the programs, you see element of all these. Programs of IGNOU, you will see elements of this. Talents manager, that is the next human resource manager, to create better professionals, better performing professionals. Inside sales representative, more personalized sales. If you need that product, then only that will be introduced to you. And then e-commerce specialist, you will see if you go through our commerce program, BCom or MCom, you will see elements of this. Mental health professionals and machines cannot be substituted completely, and you need personal dealings. So mental health professionals, specialists in renewable and alternative energy, where we are actually running out of fossils. Then financial managers, you have to make your money intelligent. They take care of the paise, then the rupee will take care of themselves. And walker and talker, that information for elderly customers to take care of their health. And quantum machine learning analyst, enhancing the speed and performance of system algorithms. Paid traffic manager, we're creating, managing paid media campaigns and ads. Social media analyst, web developer, then you have user experience, ensure the matching of the website or app with users' needs. So these are the areas for the future that you find job generation, and go through the, generally I'm telling, you go through the programs, and especially the new programs of IGNOU, you will see elements of this which can take you to all these novel areas of the future. And some of the cases you will see exactly matching programs in science run by IGNOU. So one more thing I wish to focus you is that UGC has approved the guidelines for pursuing 2 academic programs simultaneously. So dual degree is possible now. So the time is the most precious thing. So you focus on this. To one degree you can do in the regular mode. Meanwhile, you equip yourselves with skill enhancing programs of IGNOU, knowledge enhancing program of IGNOU, and equip yourselves for the future. So the UGC has done a big leap in this. So thanks for watching, and my message is learn while you earn. They need multiple brains and multiple hands like many of our gods and goddesses, so that you will get a polygonal progress of in career and your life. So thank you so much for your patient listen. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful exposition of what IGNOU programs, especially its science programs, holds for our learners. I think this is one of the most exhaustive presentations I have seen in this particular field. And thank you, sir. Thank you for that very, very incisive analysis of IGNOU programs, what it holds for the future, and what the students can actually gain from this entire process. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again for your presentation, sir.
Thank you.
Now, before we move further, I think we have a small video related to our admissions, and that video will give you a brief idea of how to go about our admission process. So, give me a couple of seconds so that I can show you the admission process and the various nitty-gritty associated with our admission process as such. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation once again. We have all gained a lot of insights with regard to IGNOU programs. And this video will be a repository for the future. In future also, students can come and watch this video and understand the various aspects related to the science programs of IGNOU. You have in fact given a comprehensive understanding of the whole process which is followed in IGNOU with regards to its admission, the various credit weightages which are being given to various programs, and more importantly, the prospects for IGNOU programs. If you, what will be the career avenues which are available to IGNOU programs? How can students benefit from choosing IGNOU programs? And what can be the future areas in which they can exercise their skills if they successfully complete an IGNOU program? It has been a most wonderful presentation, sir. And on behalf of IGNOU Regional Center Vadagara and on behalf of all the participants in today's program, I wholeheartedly thank you for joining us in this morning broadcast. We hope to have you again in the near future with another program. And till then, I see that there are no further comments as such. There were one or two which I replied directly itself. So there are no further comments as such, but definitely this is going to be a repository for the future. Students can definitely come back, not only from this regional center, but from other regional centers and headquarters also. I'm sure students will be visiting this video again and again to clarify their basic doubts with regard to IGNOU programs. So thank you once again, sir, for joining us in your very busy schedule for this program. And I think we can call it a day as far as this program is concerned. Thank you for all the participants for having joined us in this effort of ours, this novel effort of ours. And I also thank all the study center staff and regional center staff for their wonderful participation in our programs. Thank you, one and all.